Thanks for joining us, America. Cece's on the line in Nashville. Hi, Cece. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I have a question about retirement. My mom left me a nice little chunk, and it has increased. I pretend it's not there. Thank God, she was a very smart woman. I can't touch it till I'm 55 because she knew my husband was a gambler. I'm to the point now that it's not changing. We pay half and half in bills. He makes twice as much as me. I've had a heart attack a while back, and I'm not sure how long I'll be around. I want to leave my son definitely most of it, and I'm wondering if I should leave him any money because I'm scared it's just going to be blown at the casino.
No, you're sure it's going to be blown at the casino?
Yeah.
You're not scared. It's a pretty much a sure thing, because this isn't something that's happened one or two times. It's happened a lot over the years, right?
Yep. I didn't know he was a gambler when I married him.
Mm-hmm. How long you guys been married?
Almost 20 years.
Mm.
I
Okay.
have a son that I already decided that if something happens, I want to make a will to where he goes through your program before he gets any of the money and do like my mom did, leave him a nest egg.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I don't know if I should help my husband out.
How old is your son?
28,
Mm-hmm.
and he has two sons that I'd like to help,
Mm-hmm.
but my husband and his two sons don't really believe in God, and I don't know if I could trust them with any money.
Mm-hmm.
My son does believe in God. He's not real smart with money, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd sort of like to leave his sons some and my son the majority. I don't know if that's right or not.
No, there's
But
nothing.
I
There's not a
also-
right or a wrong. It's what you want to do. It's your money, and so I mean, you're not doing anything immoral either way. I mean, you could look at them and say, they're not your kids, and your mom, the money that was left to you being left to your son would not be unusual at all.
Okay.
And then
What about my 401k? Because I think that my husband is so irresponsible with money. Maybe
Mhm.
pay off the house.
Mhm. Well,
We
I mean,
could still have
listen.
about 20,000 more, but could to where I know he could live because he also has.
He can
a
lose the
rat farm.
house.
Huh?
We can't guarantee that he can live as long as he has a gambling problem. You could leave him $2 million, and you can't guarantee he won't go through it.
So would I be wrong of not leaving him the money and leaving it to my son and a little
No.
chunk to his?
You wouldn't be wrong at all. Because here's the thing. Whatever you leave him has a high probability of getting wasted. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be with him much longer right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just scared that if I have another heart attack before,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't want him getting
Well,
any
listen,
of it.
here's
and
the thing.
watch
Here's
it.
the thing about a will. A will is not permanent until you die. And so if you want to set a will up for the way things are right now, and then things get better with your health, or things get better with your marriage, or things get better with some of these kids, and you want to change the will, then you can change the will.
Okay.
But I would set a will up now for the way things are now. And then I'd begin talking to the different parties that are involved. Your son, telling him he needs to get through Financial Peace University and start being a grown-up and handling money well, because his grandmother left him an inheritance that you're going to pass through to him. And you're not going to do that if he's being irresponsible, and you can call him out. Your husband, you can say, we're going to have to do something with this marriage. This continuing to live in this gambling mess is not something I'm going to do. You lose everything you make, and we can't get ahead because of your misbehavior, and it's a problem for me. And you begin to work on your marriage, and then in the midst of that, maybe you can begin to work with his sons even, and have some connectivity there. But you need to do these things from strength going forward, meaning that you're kind but you're firm, and you just say, this is where I stand on these things, and get yourself some good counseling with a marriage counselor, whether he'll go or not, to start to give you some input on how to deal with some of these things, because this probably has something to do with the stress, which might have something to do with a heart attack.
Well, yeah, the heart attack definitely was from the stress, and he still wants to put more stress on me, and I'm to the point I'm ready to walk away, and I know in God's eyes, divorce isn't
Well,
always
this is
right.
this
And
is
they,
where you need to get some counsel from a pastor, and you need to sit down and get some marriage counseling.
I brought that up. The last thing I said was we need to have marriage counseling, and it's all that'll work, and he told me, for everything you've been through, you go first, and then I'll go through, and I'm just to the point
Okay,
I'm
go.
thinking it's a cop-out.
That's okay. Go. Won't hurt
But
you.
the thing is, I don't think he'll ever go.
Well, if
I
he
almost
doesn't,
feel
then
like
you
it's
can
a
make your
cop-out.
decision. But you need someone to guide you more than some guy on the radio for 3 minutes
Okay.
on something as important as a 20-year marriage. And so,
Mhm.
are you affiliated with a good church?
I am, but they don't have counseling through there. I've
Okay,
asked.
good. Well, call them and ask them who they recommend.
I have, and they don't actually know.
Okay, well, hold on. Kelly will get your recommendation.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we'll get your recommendation for a good marriage counselor in the Nashville area.
Can I
And,
say one thing?
yeah. Oh, yeah, we
Thank
got lots
you
of
so
them.
much, and God bless you for teaching people about money.
You too, darling. We appreciate you calling in, and just get some help and get somebody to walk with you. And some help meaning just somebody to coach you that can hear all the details of this and can confirm your decisions and the speed of your decisions. You don't want to make them out of fear or out of anger or out of hurt. You want to make decisions that are based on wisdom. And sometimes they're still hard decisions. Sometimes there's still boundaries that have to be put up. I mean, if this stress is affecting your health at this level, there may be some things you have to do that are hard decisions after 20 years. I hope that isn't what happens. But sometimes when a guy or a gal is like your husband is put forth with the situation that you are actually leaving, if this doesn't change, then sometimes things change. They don't always, but sometimes they do. So especially if you do it properly. So I think you jump in there and get some guidance, and that'll help you. Help you with some of these other decisions then. But there's nothing wrong with doing a will now and doing a different one a year from now based on new circumstances at that point. Hold on, Kelly will pick up and we'll get you some help.